Welcome AAE Nights. I'm Wes Kennard, I'm the principal of Middle School High School, and I am here with a parent spotlight, and today we are featuring Michelle Suter. Michelle has been an AAE mom for a number of years, has had 3 students go through our program and been just ultra involved. PTC president, ASB mom, ROTC last year, and even athletics. So welcome, Michelle. Thank you so much, Mrs. Suter, for being here. And just a couple questions for you. The first that I'd like to start out is, how has you've been very involved, and let me just tell you at home, this place would not be the school that it is without contributions from Mrs. Suter, her family, and the rest of her team. And it has truly molded us into the place that we have become. So I want to thank you for that. And I want to ask, how has your involvement over the years really impacted your kids' academic achievement and even like social emotional just well-being as they kind of navigate the preteen and the teen years?
Well, my husband and I made a conscious decision to be very active and part of our kids' lives as they were growing up. And like, as you know, we only have them for a short time, so we want to be involved as much as we can with our kids. So we chose, and luckily with my husband's schedule, we have worked as a team. We've been involved we worked in the classrooms in their elementary years. Okay. And we went in together, and if he was working, I was in there on a weekly basis. But, and we followed them throughout their secondary years as well. So when they were moved to secondary, we were more active on campus and campus activities versus in the classrooms.
So that kind of like, there are some parent apprehension to when, oh, my student goes to middle school, my student's going to high school, they don't want me in their classroom all the time. So you guys were strategic about that.
Right. Well, you get to a point when they enter middle school, elementary, those teachers need and welcome the extra hands and the help. But when they get to middle school and high school, they don't need you as much inside the classroom. So we got involved on campus, and that's how I became part of PTC. And but within the classrooms, when they took field trips, we always, actually our kids, because we've been so involved with their school career, they would always volunteer us to drive.
Yes, we were just discussing an ASB thing, an ASB event yesterday, and you were mentioned in that.
So really?
Oh yes.
See? But, yeah, so they would always volunteer us to drive, probably because we have a big car, but we can fit more students. But that's how we stayed active within the classroom setting, because we went on the field trips as chaperones. So
active, observant, involved, but kind of giving them their space as they grow and mature, and kind of just really wrestle with who am I, and how do I fit into this whole social thing.
Right, it's kind of cutting the cord a little bit, letting them have their space, but we're still in the background. So.
And all 3 of your kids, might I add, are highly successful, right? Out of state, going to university.
2 of them.
Brittany's here now, but she's a great kid.
Yep, she's a junior this year, so I have 2 more years here at the school.
So
then I get to graduate.
We can't have that happen anytime soon. We can't have it happen. So really, it's just been a benefit academically as well as navigating them through those times.
I think so. And by us being involved in their lives and here on campus, they learned to trust us, and they knew we were there to support them. We're their #1 supporters and build their confidence. And other parents would say, we get to know their friends. And that's a big thing, because then we know who they're hanging out with. And it's always fun when you're on campus and the friends say, hi, Mrs. Suter, hi, Mr. Suter. They'll come up to you and shake my husband's hand. Yeah.
I remember when I started at the AAE chaperoning a dance, and typically, you'd go to a high school dance or whatnot, no parents, right? Here I am at AAE,
I know.
And there's like a big swarm of kids at the entrance of winter formal one year, and I look over, and who are they talking to? The Suters and other parents who are highly involved. And I said, where else would this happen
Funny.
that high school students would literally want to hang out with adults? And that's part of the cool aspect of AAE and the
It's
productive
neat.
working relationship.
Yeah. It's neat. We have an awesome group of kids here at the school.
Yeah.
But you know, we like to go in and see how pretty the girls look, you know, in their cute little dresses, and how handsome the guys are. And I like taking pictures because that's my memories.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you do build those. So let me ask you, in closing, what advice would you give to a parent who is at any level, whether elementary, middle, or high school, that really desires to play a more active role in their child's educational experience? Where do they even start?
If they're elementary ages, definitely start with the teachers.
Okay.
That's how we started. And like I said, they can always use helping hands. And then when they get to the secondary, it was mainly through email, you know, that I would be in contact with those teachers and say, you know, if you need anything throughout the year, throughout the semester, I'm offering my services. We can drive, you know, because we had kids, you know, going through the system. We knew basically when the field trips were, so I'd throw out an email, say, you know, we're available if you need a driver. But that's where I would start.
And those times in the car are really insightful.
Oh my gosh.
And memorable, I'm sure,
Yeah.
especially when you have a Suburban.
Right.
And it's full of kids and luggage.
They're fun.
So-
yeah, they're a lot of fun.
So that's a lot. Some of that is what parents would also expect, right? I'm going to volunteer in the classroom or the library or whatnot.
That's the starting point.
But we all, I mean, on this campus especially, we have a ton of opportunity. We were just
Sure.
down at Parents and Pastries going over a list of just ways that parents can get involved.
Right.
Especially in our larger events, like maybe a fall festival, right?
Right.
I mean, even a number of things that dads could do, you know, just with construction
Sure.
of props, or whether that be for fall festival or dances or anything like that. So I think our parents would probably be surprised if they saw an extensive list of things that we could use, right?
Right.
So,
And that's something, I mean, if they don't have access to, like, the offices or whatever, they can post, now that we have social media, they can post on the AAE site, you know, offerings to help or something like that. Is there anything needed? Or
yeah.
that's a way to start too.
Excellent. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for your continued contributions. I don't know what
Welcome.
we're going to do without you, but we still have you for a while.
Yes,
So we're
yes.
excited about that. So thank you, Mrs.
welcome.
Suter. Thank you, Mrs. Suter. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.